Creating a search box. A search box is something every website should have, and it's quite an easy graphical element to create. We're going to make a simple, minimal search box that can be adjusted to fit different types of menus or sidebars. First, we'll select the round rectangle tool, and we'll set the radius to something in the area of 5 pixels. Make sure it's white, and deselect the edges with Ctrl-Shift-H if it's needed. Then we'll go to the FX panel, and we'll get a nice light gray stroke. Strokes are a nice way to get to learn your grays. By now, I know by heart some good grays like D9, D9, D9 or EB, EB, EB. What I suggest is you take a look at what grays good-looking websites use, and you can easily copy them by using the Color Picker tool on a print screen. So let's set our gray for our search box. Again, the size is 1 pixel, and the stroke is on the outside. Now we can add the slightest white to gray gradient, just to give it a bit of an edge. And to get that 3D look, we're going to select Inner Shadow. 2 pixels distance, 4 pixels size, and 20% opacity is a winning combination more often than not. Let's move on to the text aspect. This search box will be something similar to Google, a live search box, which basically means as you type, some suggestions appear. Let's write the name of someone in Arial, 14, and set the color to a fairly light gray like 555. Then select the first couple of letters, make them bold, and change the color to black. Now it's starting to look good. Let's go to iconfinder.com and look for a loading icon. Download it by pressing the PNG text, and you'll have it in your download folder. I made a setting in Chrome to download everything on my desktop so I can easily access them. Drag it into Photoshop, and if needed, press Ctrl-T to resize. A nice trick is to use Shift to maintain proportions. This way the object doesn't get all stretched out. An even better trick is to use Alt-Shift while dragging, which resizes the object from all parts. Looking good so far. Now for the drop-down. Get the round rectangle tool and draw something the same width as the field above, but taller. Now type in a couple of names that resemble the one up top. Even better, use Alt-Shift and drag to duplicate that layer. Make sure you have it selected first. As you drag, you might need to change the positioning of the layer from the right side so as to not be hidden behind the shape you previously drew. Let's have 3 names in total. For the shape you made, change the shape color to white. If needed, add a subtle gray stroke and a drop shadow. The setting should be something you can play with depending on the context of your design. Now to finish it off, let's add a couple of lines to separate each name. Select the Line tool and drag from one side to the other. If needed, double-click the line to adjust the color. And that's our clean search box. Of course, you can integrate this within a menu bar and you can adjust the colors to match the color scheme. Another great thing is that you can right-click the field, select Copy Layer Styles, create a more rounded shape, right-click that, and select Paste Layer Style. This way you can choose from a 5 pixels field or a 15 pixel field or whatever you want, and you don't have to go through the process each time. Make sure you practice.